Hey, I'm Tom for Waterwise Botanicals. We're with one of my favorite plant groups. In fact, these are natives. They grow in deserts in California. They grow in the mountains. In fact, throughout the West, mountains, desert, they're common all over the place. I'm sure there's varieties that grow well into the Midwest, but the family is called Penstemons. Now, when I first looked up the common name for Penstemons, they called them beard tongues. I don't like that. That's kind of creepy. So we changed the name and we call them mountain bells. This is the most beautiful clear colors on tall stems. This particular variety that we're looking at is dwarf red. Now it looks fairly tall. I mean, it's about 2 feet tall or so. Some of the Penstemon varieties can bloom out at almost 3 to 4 feet. But what's most dwarf about this is not so much the plant flower stems themselves, but the plant growth habit. Because a lot of the other Penstemons that we grow, the overall plant can get to be 3.5 feet tall, and then the flower stems. So anyway, this is one of my favorites. This is dwarf red. It blooms many times throughout the year, spring, summer, we're entering into fall. What you do is you prune off any of the flower stems back low to the foliage after it's done with a flower cycle, and it'll come right back up and bloom again. These are very hardy plants. They'll take cold down to almost 0 degrees. They take heat. They take some dryness, not completely dry, but they can have some good drought durability, and they're covered right now with bees. There's bees all over around here. The hummingbirds love them. The whole family of Penstemons has many different colors: light pink, dark purple, burgundy, wine, but this is absolutely one of my favorites that we call dwarf red. And check out those flowers. They look great, by the way, in a southwest garden with your cactus, that kind of thing, to really get that spring bloom look. And so if you don't want beard tongue in your garden, then you can have mountain bells. And I'm Tom for WaterwiseBotanicals.com.